So we are here for round 3. This hand looks pretty nice. We'll see what our opponent is though. So those are Rex, Tong, up and down, nothing there. Sort by alphabetical. There we go. So let's get a quick look at what he's running. So he leads with the Mountain Goblin Guide, so he's mono red. So that hand is actually pretty good against him. I can't ask for more. No counter spells. Sword of War and Peace is very good against them if it gets hooked up. He might have Mana Queen in his main deck, so we don't know about that, but I do know I want to keep this hand. I mean, we get a Batter Skull too, so he has to kill the Stoneforge, kill everything I try to equip with a Sword of War and Peace. We're going to be doing fine. I mean, Squadron Hawk is great against him too, so we're not going to mulligan. I mean, we could use a... Actually, you don't really want to draw Dismembers if you don't have to. So we're not going to mulligan. Although game 1 is just not that great overall, because Dismembers are... You have to use it, but it's pretty horrible against them. You want to bring in your Ousts and Condemns. So, let's see if this works. So he's Boros, actually not mono red. We should have stayed for a little bit longer. Anyways, we can set up our draw with Preordain here. Make sure we don't run into a Squadron Hawk if we can. Don't want to see that mana leak. Celestial Colonnade. Judging by his start, he's probably got a turn 2 Stoneforge Mystic, so we'll keep that in mind. I don't think we need this Colonnade right now. We'll be able to find land soon enough. The only problem is if we draw into a Squadron Hawk too quickly. So he's back on him. I'm expecting a Stoneforge from him here. And if he has a Stoneforge, it actually could be a problem, because he'll likely have a bolt for our Stoneforge and be able to put in a Batter Skull, and we don't have any gas in regards to that right now. So we should see Stoneforge here. Yep. Okay. So we got a Sword of War and Peace. I actually don't know if they have Batter Skull. Well, that's kind of awkward. I don't know if they actually have Batter Skull main deck. I should know that. I'm sorry. So we actually get Sword of War, Feast and Famine. So either he knows we're bad, or he's not thinking about us, or he knows we have the Sword of War and Peace and the Batter Skull in our hand. So that's something to note. Hopefully he doesn't have a kill here, but I suspect he does. It's pretty standard for them. But he did mulligan, so well, I guess he doesn't have the kill. He's swinging the Goblin Guide. We got a free land. That's nice. So he might have Artifact Destruction for our Batter Skull. And I'm willing to discard a Plains to not run it out too early. So, that's fine. Because if he doesn't know we don't have a Batter Skull in our hand, we might be able to catch whatever he's attacking with the Sword of War and Peace. So if he equips like that, and he doesn't have another mana, he won't have Divine Offering open. He might have Dismember though. We'll see what he's got. But this is kind of a blowout if it actually works. I should have waited until we revealed what we got. But still nice. So we got a free block there, gain 4 life. We actually gained more life that turn than we lost. Is there a Divine Offering here? No Squadron Hawk, so we're doing really well. We're going to be able to equip Sword of War and Peace and swing, gain a ton of life, and deal him a lot of damage. So that's the play next turn. If we equip Sword and Peace of Family, he's obviously just going to chump. So we'll save that for later. We'll get Glacial Fortress into play. So we're dealing 11 damage this turn and gaining 12 life. That's pretty satisfactory to me. I mean, we're certainly not out of the woods. He could have Koth. He could have a lot of things, like Divine Offering is out right now, or Manic Vandal. But looks like we got the game. Okay, so we got the game. And the main board game against Boros is not very good, but the sideboard gets a lot better. Bring in an extra Batter Skull because they're trying to destroy it. Take out our counter spells just because you want to be playing reactively instead of proactively against them instead of reactively. Into the Royal is not that great. We're gonna bring in a bunch of removal and Divine Offerings and Celestial Purge. Very nice that it hits Koth in this format. In this matchup. Jace Bellerin's weak. Feast and Famine is not. Actually, that's a question. It does get us past their Batter Skull. And they bring in Dismembers against us as well. I actually think we keep it in. We take out a Dismember. So we'll have 2 Dismembers and all the rest removal. And we have some good finishers too, so I like it like this. I'm not sure if this is correct. The question is the Feast and Famine versus the Dismember. And I think it's the Feast and Famine. I'm not totally sure on that. We do have a lot of removal. Purge, Oust, Condemn, and the 2 Dismembers, so I think we'll be fine. Yeah. So we'll run it like this. I'm not totally sure if that's correct, but I think it is. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so he joined the game. I guess I'll pause it while we're waiting. Okay, so this hand is actually pretty fantastic again. It's a little heavy on mana, but we do have our preordained turn 1. So we're going to be able to find a Batter Skull. We have the Sword of War and Peace in hand. I don't want a mulligan. It would be nice to trade one of these lands in for an Oust. I assume he has a Goblin guy, and by the way, he's cracking. Oh, Steplings. So, that's not what I want to see right now. But, we'll see what we can do here. Bottom. We need to find some removal. Squadron Hawk is nice as well, though. So he's got a great start here. 4 damage on first turn. And a Stoneforge, okay, so on his first swing. So that Jace is horrible right now. It's getting a lot worse. Hopefully we can pull out of this, but he's probably got removal for our Stoneforge here. So he's got Terramorphic here. We'd only block the. We're not going to block the Steplings, so let's see what he's got. I'm sure he's going to crack it there, yeah. So he doesn't have removal for our Stoneforge, which is very nice. It's kind of weird. I guess we play the Inkmoth Nexus now. That gives us the most options going from here. I guess he might have Divine Offering in his hand. That's another problem. But we can't do anything about that. So if he equips and Divine Offerings our Batter Skull, we're pretty deep. We could Inkmoth and put in Batter Skull into play. No, well, yeah. Huh. We'd just be chump blocking though. I guess no, we can't. Well, let's let him attack first. See what we got going. Because we have a lot of cards in our hand. Do we Inkmoth it? No. Well, I'm sorry. This is an interesting point here. I mean, Inkmoth makes sure that he has to keep the Sword of War and Peace on that guy, because if he takes it off, the Steplings dies. Yeah, I think we actually Inkmoth it here. This is really weird. I mean, if we just play Batterskull, it just chumps. Well, let's think about this more. We have time. This is a Boros match, so we don't run out of time. So if we play Batterskull, best case scenario, he doesn't have Divine Offering. We get to chump. We go up to 16. Next turn, what do we do? Squadron Hawk, or I guess we could Jace and bounce his Steplings. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, we're pretty toast to a Divine Offering here right now, or Shatter, but he doesn't have it, or he's not using it yet. Another Stoneforge is kind of annoying. I want to see a Divine Offering here soon, actually. That's not what I want to see. Okay, so our options here. There's no point in returning the Batterskull at this point. If we play Jace, he gets... Actually, playing Jace wasn't a great idea, because he'll be able to swing for 8 with a Stoneforge. Yeah. Huh. What options do we have? I guess Jace Bounce is our best option, but it's not very good. Yeah. I mean, he even gets to kill our Jace with this Sword of War and Peace activation if he wants to. Equip his 5 there. We could play a Squadron Hawk and put in a Sword of War and Peace at the end of the turn and suit up the Squadron Hawk. That actually might work. I mean, he can only get through... Well, he'll be able to get through 2 guys with Sword of War and Peace, actually. If we don't bounce this turn. Yeah, we have to bounce, actually. Okay, this is not good. Hopefully we draw a day or a Divine Offering soon. If he doesn't kill the Jace this turn, we get to check for a Divine Offering. I'm assuming he will, though. But that Jace buys us 5 life. Or 3 life, depending on if he's got a bolt. But he's got a bolt, he probably should use our Stoneforge. Next turn we can actually return Batterskull and Stoneforge him into play. That's another option. And that actually takes on Stoneforge, Sword of War and Peace Stoneforges. And then eventually we'll hit Sun Titan. But that doesn't actually do anything right now. Okay, Mirror Crusader. It's not the worst that could happen. Actually, it is pretty bad, because he gets to kill Jace here. And, oh, he didn't kill Jace? Okay, that's interesting. We can bounce the Mirror Crusader in Stoneforge in. Yeah, I like that, actually. I mean, our best option, because if he ever equips the Mirror Crusader, we're pretty toast. We don't have Divine Offering. We can search for Divine Offering later, but I actually like this line of play. And there's no reason to return the Batterskull to my hand prematurely. Because if he has a Divine Offering, he has it anyways. We can't play around it, really. In fact, if he tries a Manic Vandal, we can return Batterskull in response. He'll blow up his own Sword of War and Peace. That'd be cool. But I don't think he's going to do that. Oh, it actually matters if he has a Lightning Bolt for our Stoneforge. So that is actually a problem. I should have returned the Batterskull. Does he have a cough here? Another American Sailor? The same American Sailor? Okay, that's fine. Step links. I don't know. You shouldn't be playing spells before combat, actually. A Goblin Guide. Well, I guess that's when you should be playing before combat, but all these other ones you shouldn't be playing before combat. Because you're losing out on life gain, and you're just giving me free information. So you didn't even get to attack there, yeah. He might have a Divine Offering. If he had a Divine Offering, he should have attacked, though. So, I mean, if he didn't have it, if he had it, we're just getting free life. If not, we can actually use Sword of War and Peace in. The question is, do we bounce the Mirror Crusader, or do we try to brainstorm for a Divine Offering? Yeah, I think we actually bounce the Mirror Crusader here. It's pretty clear he doesn't have any artifact destruction, or he should have used it by now. I mean, he might be misplaying, but I can't take that chance. If we can get the sword through and play Squadron Hawk, we're going to gain a ton of life. And we're going to deal in, what, 7 damage? Or 9 damage? Out of 10, because we'll be bouncing the Mirror Crusader. And then we'll have Inkmoth Nexus the following turn for the Mirror Crusader. So I actually think I like this line of play. Hopefully I'm not thinking too... he could have his own Batterskull too. We know he's got another Sword of War and Peace in his hand. So he'll actually take only 3. He'll only have 3 cards on his hand when it resolves. But yeah, I like this, how it's going. So we have to bounce this guy anyway. No, we don't. Before we swing. But we do if we want to do 1 extra damage to him, so we'll bounce him. No, what has he got? Oh, he's just going to put a Sword of War and Peace in play. Okay, I don't understand what he's doing, why he did that. So we're going to gain 12 life this turn. Nothing to sneeze at. He won't be able to get through our Germ token without some removal. Put the sword into play. He could have a Celestial Purge, I guess. Yeah, he put the sword in play. Okay, so that's fine. We're doing okay right now. We got an Ink Moth to block his Marine Crusader soon. You can't stop this guy right now. So, I don't understand what he's doing right now. He's missed out on quite a bit of life by not playing correctly with his Sword of War and Peace. So he's just going to equip both of them right now. But he still can't block our Germ token. Oh, he doesn't play the Steppe Links. Okay. So I actually like how we're doing right now. Oh, wow. If he didn't get that on time. Okay, so let's see here. We want to keep all our cards in hand for now. Gain as much life as we can. Do we attack here too? Yeah, actually we do. Yep. This guy's going to keep back all of his non-pro black guys. So, just an extra damage to getting him to dead. So we're at 33 life. He'll have to do 15 damage on each, or 17 damage on each swing to kill us. I don't think we'll be able to let him do that. We're going to drop a lot of cards from our hand now. We're going to try to keep up Ink Moth Nexus. Oh, he will be gaining a lot of life though. If he kills our Ink Moth Nexus, that is a problem. There's so many different factors in this format. Do we want to? We don't want to oust. Not right now. Okie dokie. It's all on him having removal for our Ink Moth Nexus now. Actually, we could just die, because yeah, after I get 2, I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. Please stick. Okay. Looks like it's stuck. No secret trample or anything. Hopefully we kill him this turn, because we need to kill him now. And we got the match. That was a close one. I think our opponent misplayed there. Not having Divine Offerings is pretty bad in that matchup. You really want to see those. The Vade Judgment would help, though. But, that was great. We'll see you in round 4.